Hi, my name's Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. This is the new Scott STB Thumb release aid. It looks something similar to other thumb release aids that Scott has produced, and I don't know the difference, so I'm going to do a review just to explain it, see what it's like. I haven't tried it. So I'm going to say all thumb releases that are similar price are going to be similar quality. They're generally pretty good. And when I say pretty good, they're very, very good. They all work on the same system. They all have a little spring inside, a little bit of metal which basically pushes off each other, and that's it. That's the way these releases work. They all work the same. Little springs pushing these little metal things. And when you set them very fine, they're like finer than 2 fingernails just sitting there. And you're putting like 70 pounds on these 2 little fingernails and they're 2 little bits of metal, and then it slides off. Okay, so that's what it is. So when you set them very, very fine, like so you can blow on them and set them off, so very, very fine, sometimes it will be too fine and it'll trigger. The reason I say that is because this is a common thing with release aids, okay? People play around with them, set them very fine and go, oh look, it fires, and you've just got to move it back a little bit and that's fine. All right, so now Scott release aids, made in America. Why am I saying that? Why do I care it's made in America? And some people are going to say, well, these other release aids are made in America, and release aids are made in China. Look, they're meant to be really good. That's it. They're meant to be really good. The parts inside are meant to be really good. And I probably have had one fail in my lifetime of a Scott release aid. They're generally pretty good, okay? There are professional shooters who shoot for other companies who shoot Scott to practice with because they believe the internal mechanisms are better, higher quality. I don't know if that's true or not. That's what I get told. They're good. The other release aids, which I sound like I'm having a go at, they're good too. The chances of them failing is almost zero. Like, I've had release aids which are 40 years old, they still work fine. It's still this little bit of metal on a little bit of metal doing this with a little spring. That's it. That's all the release aid is. That generally the issue is when you set them wrong. That's all it is. Now with the cheaper Chinese release aids, the cheaper ones, the metal inside is not as good, which means basically the metals, when you've got them on the edge, it might round, so you won't get that nice, crisp, no travel, okay? Some of the metals, when they're not so good, when they rust, well, they'll rust. The higher quality ones generally don't. They're pretty good. Which means you buy a release aid now, in 40 years' time, it'll still be like new, right? So, the STB comes in a case like this. So you can open it. It's got the little triggers on these little fingers, so you can change from 3 finger to 4 finger. That's pretty standard these days. Everyone's got that. I'll just put this down. So this here comes off and you can change the angle backwards and forwards, change it to 3 finger, 4 finger. That's standard, okay? I don't know what the patent is with this stuff, so when I get threatened by manufacturers, I don't know what it is. I know everyone's got this, right? I don't know who came out with it first. I'm just saying this is pretty standard on all release aids today. I don't know who pays the patents. I don't know how that works. It comes with 2 thumb pegs, a thick thumb peg and a thin thumb peg. There, just unscrews. There's a little Allen key in the end here and unscrews, so you can, basically it's a little screw which screws on, and this will unscrew off here. So this will unscrew once you loosen this Allen key in here. It's got 2 screws here to change the position. If you strip a screw because you try and tighten it up too much, that is not a warranty. That is you stuffing up. Now, all the parts are available, so don't go, I want to claim a warranty. Look, you're going to be up for $5. Okay, so, and when I say, I'm just pulling a number out the air. Let's say you stuff up this whole thing here, you're going to be up for, let's say, $20, $30. Just like, don't waste my time and trying to claim a warranty when you break something. It's just, these are simple things. Simple threads. They're all fine, okay? Why do I say this? Because people will rank stuff and they break it, strip it out, round it. I feel like I get one of those every 2 days. People stripping out threads, over tightening. It's just common. Right, so how this works. Cocking mechanism here. So you cock it and then you shoot it. So cock it, shoot it. Okay. Now this little system here, it's got a spring so it comes back into place. So then you cock it, you hook your D loop on, and then you shoot it. Okay. Now for beginners, this cocking mechanism is critical because beginners will find stuff too complex, and often they like the fact that when they cock something, things close. Beginners often like the whole jaw system to close because they feel more secure. They can just hang there. Okay, so release aids like the True Ball blade, they often like it to be enclosed, and when they cock it, the jaws close and they can leave the release aid on the string. I don't mind this system. I find it's quick and I'm more than happy with it. I don't even mind the systems where the finger thing closes. I've shot all the release aids and you get extremely fast with all of them after you've used it 10 times. Okay, so if you're a beginner and think this is a bit complex, it's just because you haven't used it. You'll get used to whatever system you come up with. Now, the thing here that you've got to notice is the distance from that point there where the D-loop is to my fingers. That will affect where your hand sits on your face to get the string lined up with your nose and your jaw. So the longer this is, the further back your hand goes. Okay, so the closer, the further forward your hand goes. That's really important, and most people don't care. You've got the tension and the travel. I'm not going to adjust any of this. We're just going to shoot it. So now with release aids, the more you shoot them, the more comfortable you get with them. I'm going to say this release aid probably comes in 2 sizes. This is the small. It's got an S there. The S feels big in my hand. So on my normal release aid, so if we go True Ball, I use a medium. I'm an average size guy. I'm a medium. I'm not large. I don't have large tradie hands. Tradies generally have bigger hands because I'm working with them all day. I have IT hands. This is a small that feels big in my hands. Okay, so if you're a girl and you have smaller hands, or you're a smaller person, this is going to feel big, and you're probably going to want a smaller release. So small is not small, small is medium, and large will be for the really big hands. So, okay, so cock it. So that's easy, like, because you can see how easy this is. That's easy. Like this is, so when people say they want the jaws that clamp, the problem with that is when the jaws clamp, if the D-loop just touches a little bit, they won't close. Common problem. So with this is easy. It feels good. We're just going to take the shot. Now, I'm always really impressed when I pull back a release for the first time and I don't hit myself in the face. I am really impressed with that. This has a little circle thing there. That's for a lanyard. If you want to put a lanyard on the thing, it doesn't come with a lanyard. It just comes how it is. The angle on this little finger here, that just depends if you like your hand rounded or more square. I actually like it more square, so I'd adjust that to move this little finger up. It's just personal preference on how you want your hand. It's not going to affect how it hits the target in the middle. Okay, it's just how do I like my hand to feel. Feels good. The trigger feels good. It's crisp. It's quick. It's really, really good. The thing I'm going to say there, wrap your thumb around the trigger. If I can see your thumb moving, it's moving too fast. Simple Okay, the Scott STB is going to be priced. At the high end of the market, not as expensive as some, but more expensive than others. Okay, so given that where it's priced in the market, I don't mind it. I shoot a Scott Ascent back tension release. I did a review with it about 3 to 4 years ago, and I liked it when I did the review, and I've shot it ever since. And I haven't found another back tension release aid I like better than that release aid. This there are so many good thumb release aids on the market. I'm going to go through some. I really like the True Ball Blade. I like all the True Ball release aids. I like the Ultra View thumb release aids. Carter, outstanding release aids. I'm not saying this because it's sales pitch. What I'm saying is if you're a good archer, those release aids are all the same. Okay? All the same. There are going to be people who've shot world champion scores with all those release aids. So what I'm saying is nothing makes a difference. I really like this release aid. I really like it. Feels good. The width feels good in my hand. Feels easy to load. I don't feel any. Feels good. The price point is such that I think it's exactly where it needs to be in the market. It's not too high where I go, I don't want to buy one. And it's of high enough quality, I think, well, I buy this, it lasts me forever. I like that. I like to know that if you have a problem with Scott, they'll fix it. Like I said, I think I've had 2 problems in the past with Scott release aids, and both times Scott has just replaced them. And they were older release aids. Scott just replaced them. They're just like, there's another release aid. And as a seller, it helps me because it's like there's no pressure. The other release aid I want to mention is Stan. Stan is our outstanding release aid. And it comes in about 4 sizes, so you can really get the Stan release aid to fit into your hand. The problem is knowing which Stan size to go for. I think for me, Stan is a large, because I think Stan size is small, right? So this feels perfect. It's great. It's a great release aid. I'm going to leave it there. It's a great release aid. I can't tell the difference between this and any other release aid, really. I would be more than happy to shoot this release aid. Those shots all went off. They all went in the middle. They broke perfect. I didn't adjust any of the tension, any of the timing, or any of that. I just wrapped my thumb around there and made the shot. It felt fantastic. So my summary of the view, if you're thinking about which thumb release aid to buy, I don't know. Don't even bother to ask me. I don't know. This is a great release aid. Stans make great release aid. Carter make great release aids. And Ultra View are great release aids. True Ball's a great release aid. They're really good. This is a really good release aid. I love it. It feels comfortable. I like the loading system. I like everything. It's great. I think Scott's exactly the right price point. I like the fact it comes with the different barrels. I like that. It's good. It's all good. I'm Stephen Hand from Archery Supplies. Yeah, and I have customers who try out every single thumb release aid on the market. Pretty much every thumb release aid. Look, this is good. It really is. Scott has got another one on the market. I don't know the difference because I haven't done a review on it yet. I think it looks the same to me, so I assume there's some difference, but I haven't got that far yet because I've just done a review on this. But everything feels good. My hand feels good. Yeah, feels great. Thanks for watching. Bye.